Every day is a new beginning. Take a deep breath, smile, and start again. So I already started my eyebrows and I moved into skincare already. I used the Ola Hendrix Banana Bright Eye Cream, the Banana Bright Sea Rush Brightening Gel, and also the serum that comes in the bundle. This stuff is awesome, but we're gonna talk about that more in another video because this is not skincare, girl. Okay, so we're gonna start off with our eyes, and I'm going to be using the James Charles palette, and it looks like this. I did not plan out today's look, so we are kind of just going with the flow. Let's use this shade right here. I'm moving pretty fast because I don't want this look to be something that's difficult for anyone. So I'm just trying to show how easy it is, really. If you just blend out your colors and everything will kind of come together. I'm still using that first shade, so I'm just switching back and forth between the eyes. Next, I want to go a little deeper with the brown next to just picking up lightly, just lightly pat it on because I know this color is going to be a little more darker, so it's going to add a little more depth. Now, I'm just more so putting this, I'm starting here and I'm literally just stopping this halfway in, you should say. But I want to buff this out really good on the edges because I don't want it to be too harsh. But I kind of want to like lift my eye, so that's why I'm not really dragging it over here. I'm just going to leave it right there. And really, honestly, we're just going to be working with a few browns in this look. We're just going to go darker and darker. This brown that I'm picking up kind of has a nice red undertone, and I kind of like that when doing a red lip look like we're doing today. I want to take a more smaller brush and I'm going to tap it into some black, and I'm just going to run that right more so over here, a little above my crease and then into my crease. But once again, we're going halfway, and I just want to staple that black right there so I can buff it out. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now I'm going to take my brush and buff that out a little into those browns. And you see the depth, it's really just adding more depth on the outer area. And I haven't done much to the lid here and the inner corners of my eye. I'm honestly feeling like I want to leave that alone, but I'm gonna do something with it. I'm adding a little more black and just blending that in. Let's try something here. I want to go in with this shade right here, want to get that a little more red. It has a shimmer to it, so this is gonna add a little shimmer to the eye, but nothing too crazy. I'm going to carve out my lid a little bit with some, I'm so sorry guys, with some concealer, and just the area that I didn't really touch. For my lid shade, I want to use this dust color here and maybe mix it with a little bit of the color on top. It's like very pale. I want it to be more on the skin color side, you know what I mean. Now in my crease, I want to go back in with that dark brown and just bring back some of the depth that I lost on the edges that I cutted with my concealer. We're gonna go back in a little bit with the black, with the smaller brush that we use to be a little more precise. You just want to lift your eye a little bit just so you can see where you're putting that. So I went ahead and did a very thin liquid liner, and I popped on some lashes. I am using, where are they? The So Wispy by Kiss lashes, and they look like this. They're more on the natural side, I would say, but I really do like them for this look. It's giving very much sassy vibes. So to prime my face, we are going to use the Too Faced. This is Do You Luminous Face Primer, infused with watermelon and cucumber. So I actually used this in my very first video, and I love this. Is honestly way too much. I loved the glow, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have not used it since. I really don't know why. I honestly forgot I had it. And the other day I was going through my other makeup bag and I was like, oh my god, like I forgot about this. But it's an awesome product. And do you see that glow already? Do you see why I love it? Look at that skin. It's like so dewy. It's so photo shoot ready. It's like perfect. Now let's move on to foundation. So I am gonna use the NARS. This is Aruba. When it was a lot more warmer outside, I was using, I think it was Tahoe. That was actually my shade. And now that I have lost my tan completely, I put that on my face like a few weeks ago and I was like, oh my god, this is so dark. Is that a fly? So I like to put this on with a brush first most of the time, and I don't really blend it all the way through because I really don't like those streaks that this brush gives me. I feel like I need more of a better brush to blend out the foundation with, so that's why I then switched to my beauty blender and I pat everything in. But honestly guys, comment down below some really great brushes, like some great brushes for some eyeshadows, some great brushes for even contouring, I need a few contour brushes. Like lately I've just been using anything to contour, and I honestly find that so crazy. I feel like if I had more of a precise brush, I literally keep seeing this fly and I don't know. We're just gonna ignore it. We're gonna freaking ignore it. Anyways, so lately I've been contouring with any brush, and I honestly find that to be so crazy because I feel like my contour would be a little more sharp if I had something more precise to contour with, to buff out my contour with, if you know what I'm saying. I'm honestly loving the eyes. I love how it just cinched, and then I feel like these lashes were honestly perfect. Super, super perfect for this eye look. Now for concealer, I'm gonna be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer today in Creamy Beige, and I'm just gonna pack this on. I like to put some right here where I am actually going to contour. I'm not squeezing anymore. I'm more so just spreading this product out. I want to go in with a darker contour today, so I am going to be using, this is Dark Cocoa in the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I am going to put a little bit because this goes a long way, especially on my skin tone. I'm just gonna stop this right there because this is going to be a lot for me. And this is a very dark color. Normally I would use this e.l.f. palette in my hand, and this is just the cream contour palette. It's a little messy right now, but I usually use the two shades at the bottom. This one is, I'd say, a little darker than the darkest shade in here. So that's why I want to go in with this today. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit more out and put that onto my forehead. It's like coming out so weird. I don't know. I haven't used it in so long. I use this when I'm going for more of a harsh contour look. Real beat, you know what I'm saying? I'm going out, I'm taking pictures, I'm gonna be out for a long period of time, I wanna look real snatched, like that's when I bust that out. And honestly, these concealers are no more than, I'd say $4. They're no more than $4. I think they're $3 now, yeah. They're the best. You can get them at your local beauty supply store. They are the best. Or you can order them on Amazon. I have ordered them on Amazon before, since I know the colors that I normally use. Or I guess you can go straight to their website. You know, they do sell a lot of other affordable things on their site. So go check it out. So I'm just gonna buff my forehead out into my hairline, and this right here I'm buffing out really lightly because I still do want to keep most of that product exactly where I put it, and because this is such a big brush, it can smear it other places where you don't want it to be. So this is why I say I need actual contour brushes. But it's okay because we're gonna work with what we have right now. That's the whole point of these types of videos. Everyone learns from each other. We're all here to learn here. I'm not a professional. And I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend out all the rest of everything. Blend out that contour into place really good. The Beauty Blender literally always tied things together. Like, such a great invention, honestly. I wish I would have came up with it. I'm just gonna look kind of up so I can get really under my eyes. Trying to open my eyes as wide as possible so I can get under there where I crease sometimes. And you can really see that contour, which is why sometimes I like to use the darker one when I'm doing a little more of a heavier beat. Not every day I cream contour. Sometimes I'll just put on some foundation, sometimes I'll just put on some foundation, some concealer, and I will just bronze up with the powder and I'm out the door. Or sometimes I really honestly don't really wear makeup all the time. When I am working, I don't really put on makeup like that, because it's more so me just trying to get out the door. I'm in a rush, you know, I gotta go. Like, and sometimes I'm really tired. Sometimes doing a full beat or even a 10-minute beat is too much for me sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like so tired and I just don't care. Now to set everything, I've went back to my old ways, guys, and I am using the Sacha Buttercup banana powder. And honestly, I don't know why I ever stopped using this, but I just love it. I went right back. I just went right back to it. But you guys do know I was using the Wet n Wild contour palette just because I really liked this banana shade in here. It's really light, like it gives you that nice brightness in pictures that you want. So sometimes after I set with that, I would just pat into this a little bit and just set it on top, because this is a little more lighter than the Sacha Buttercups. So I like to finish with that, but I definitely bake with my Sacha Buttercups now. Like, my routine has kind of changed, and I'm just gonna like pat it in, but not pat it all the way in, because I do want to bake a little bit. Sorry if you guys see like me opening my mouth when I'm like doing this. I go like, I don't know why I do that, but I go, let me show you. I go, wait. See, now that I'm trying to show you, I can't do it. I hate shit like that, honestly. Let's just move along, guys. Let's just move on. So, I'm gonna set under my contour. And I am going out later tonight with my girls. So I am actually thinking of filming a get ready with me video. And I don't really bake my forehead too much, but I do set where I put that concealer, and sometimes a little bit in the front of my eyebrows gets shiny. So I just pat this powder onto them and problem is solved. Honestly, problem is solved. I'm going to now tap into the Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to use that darker shade to set my contour. And you're going to see how nice it gives me that nice contour color. It's like the perfect contour. So for blush, I'm going to use this burnt orange shade, and I honestly forgot what brand I used to use long ago. Me and my sister, she used to wear this burnt orange blush, and I always used to ask her like, oh my god, where did you get that? You know, it was from the beauty supply store. So back then she wasn't really doing makeup. By the way, my sister is a makeup artist. She wasn't really doing makeup. She had just started really like getting into it, buying things slowly. So like I used to always copy her, honestly. I used to copy her. I was so into makeup. My mom, she even wore makeup with me growing up. Then once my sister got more into makeup, it just like the makeup world took me. But honestly, I've never wanted to be a makeup artist. I just loved the way I looked when I put on makeup, literally. Like makeup was never my thing. You know, I never said, you know, I want to be a makeup artist. I just loved wearing makeup. Like I would always do my friends' makeup, or I would always like teach my friends like, oh, this is how you put on foundation. This is how you do your liquid eyeliner. Like back then things were crazy. Okay, so we're gonna finish off with the bottom lashes, and we're gonna tap back into this palette, and I'm just going to take, let's see, let's wrap this all up. I'm gonna take this dark brown right here. It has a nice red tones in it, and this was one of the colors that I did use on my crease, in my crease. And I'm gonna take a small precise brush like this and just run this along my bottom lash. We're gonna do the other side. I love the way that looks. Do you see like when you just add color to the bottom lashes, how it just ties the eye look together? I love the way it looks. Honestly, I feel like it's a big difference. Just gonna go back in with a little more color at the top and redefine everything. So now for some highlight, I want to use the Morphe palette, and this is the Star Blazer palette. And I showed this in my Morphe X Sweetie video. Let's tap into maybe some Spark. Let's see. So this is Blaze. Ooh, I freaking love Blaze. Wow. Wow, I'm really feeling Blaze. This right here is Shooting Stars. This is Spark. And I'll test one more for you. This one is Cosmic. I'm really feeling Blaze. I'm not gonna lie, that's this one. So let's tap into Blaze down here. And let's see what we're working with. Wow, I didn't want to pick up so much because honestly, I was scared of the pigment. That is beautiful. That's really pretty. Wow. I love it. You know when you just love something? You're like, I love it. And we're just gonna run a little bit down our nose and a little on our forehead and chin. Just a little. But Blaze, I'm really feeling that right now. And it matches the eye look so good. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the lips. And this is the Sephora collection. And this is called 01, the color. I believe this is their True Red. I think that's the name of it. It's not on here, but I really do think that's the name. But either way, it's 01. And it's their brightest red. But before I put that on, I want to line my lips with some brown. Okay, so my camera is literally getting full, so I keep having to stop. And be careful with this because it is a lip stain and it's very messy. you want to put a coat on first, let it dry a little bit, and then proceed with your second coat. Make sure that your lines are really sharp. It's kind of drying, so we can go ahead and add more. Such a beautiful color. There you have it. Now, to clean it up, I do have a little trick I like to do. I take my concealer and I would squeeze a little bit out onto my brush, and I like to just run this along the edges. Just to really get that sharp because you know I'm not perfect. I do mess up. I take my beauty blender and I wipe that away. I did miss a step, and I'm now realizing I forgot to put on mascara. So I'm gonna just tap into this is the Kiss New York, and I purchased this from my beauty supply store. It's in black. We're gonna put some on our bottom lashes. Woo. This is like a really scary part for me because growing up, when I used to put on mascara, I used to get it all under my eye, all on my lid. I was so messy with makeup. Oh my god, that hurts. I was so messy with makeup. And you just want to put a little bit of this with your falsies, just to make sure everything is blended together. But I'm gonna spray my face with the Rose. This is by Wet n Wild. It's a 3-in-1 setting spray. And we are just going to let that dry. We are all done. That honestly completes today's makeup look. Honestly, I'm really happy how this came out. I ran into this and not knowing what eye look I was going to do, but it worked out in the end. So thank you so much if you've made it this far and you've watched the video through the whole thing. I did have a few issues because my camera is full and I need to free up some space. It's a lot going on behind the scenes, okay? It's a lot going on. But anyways, thank you guys. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not, and if you know you are a returning subscriber each time and you're still not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, because if you obviously like my videos, you like me, like everybody can just be friends. Honestly, we can be friends. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, sis. Let's be friends. Guys, don't forget to also check out my Instagram. I'm gonna leave it in the description box below. Let's hang out. Let's be friends. Let's like each other's pictures. Like, come on. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you guys. And until next time, mwah.